but he was much deeper. So we just can't get through that way. So where are these other traps? Check the trap near the boathouse, west of the fell building. Okay. Check the trap in Land's End, far northeast of the fell building. So this is the fell building, so we need to go northeast. Is that this way? No, this is the fell building. Minimal contact. Haven't you been at work for half a day already, and now you're having breakfast, man, with that hair? Trap's got to be up here somewhere. Maybe up here. There it is.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place. The reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
No, wait, we're supposed to reach for the trap.
A familiar app. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast in...
Another empty trap.
Let's keep going. The next one is the lucky one.
Yep.
Check the trap near the canal we crossed, southeast of the village. That's ages away. Let's go! Lena's nice, yeah. Hey, we got a useful internalization. Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. Every time Encyclopedia passive, we get one, we get 10 XP and 2 real. But we do lose 2 suggestion for being a pretentious wanker. Good luck with that bonfire. Kid Panz wanker. I know, right? But that's good if you got it going for like an encyclopedia build, right? Because you get lots of experience. Because you only need 10 of those. Like, it's only 100 experience to level. So you get enough of those encyclopedia hits, and you'd start churning out levels, right? If only our encyclopedia was higher. I don't know, as if we'd put points into it during the game instead of getting thought cabinets.
This trap's not too hard to spot.
Which one was fun?
Once you know what to look
I gotta
for.
get it. I gotta
Keeping
do
it
the witches,
hidden
yeah.
has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
I must stress, I did not expect a cryptozoological monstrosity to be in this trap.
Of course. Noted.
I think the best answer, man with that hair, in reflection is, if they didn't cost anything to forget, maybe a bit of time, and you suffer a penalty while you're forgetting them. And then again, if you wanted to refill it, it's just more time. That way you could sort of learn them all, see them, and then decide what you want to keep or not. But the level, like the fact you have to use a level up point to forget one, you use the level up point just to open the slot. that's all. That's a bit much. Is there going to be one in here? That'd be hilarious.
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality.
Yeah, so time ticks over when you do stuff. You could walk around aimlessly and time won't matter.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
It's empty. Look closer.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Actually, I get the feeling someone or something may have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
Yeah, you're right, but they still need to know.
Okay, but after that we get back to our own assignments.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble, while the snow falls all around.
You're looking at Displate, and they have a limited edition Disco Elysium one right now.
The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
You can link it, yeah. Interesting. I love the full image of the thought cabinet. It looks kind of cool, hey? I'm wondering what this is, but then there's another one here and one down there, so I don't think it's anything. It's just sort of like the corner of the page. Need to call the Jamrocks thing, we can do that. We also, at 2100, we need to go to the balcony to confront the smoker. We were able to fast travel from somewhere.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Hold up, don't you mean scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Doesn't look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
And Kim, looks like we've had a couple party goers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Oh, that'd be such a bummer. Kim the party pooper. Right, the image is in the top right. Oh, okay, hang on. That's from the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. I think that's just that one. Yeah, no tapestry. Or is it somewhere else I need to be looking for what you're after? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's out there. That is awesome, yeah.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can I give you the Jamrock Public Library?
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information that you can provide me on Billy Mojon, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
Have you thought about putting them on your ceiling, Bonfire? Sometimes inside of cupboard doors can be pretty good.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves.
Not ceilings for mirrors?
Looking for
only
a
in the bedroom.
paperback.
Or above the couch, maybe. Kitchen. Maybe in your office. Definitely the garage. Maybe in the laundry? Yeah, and the bathroom. The hallway. The spare room. On the floor in front of the telly. No, you're right. The ceilings are for mirrors.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yeah, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says. That's all.
Okay. Apartment 20.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, okay, if it was the police, she starts explaining something.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Okay, so Billy's not dead.
Good. You have a name now.
Oh. How'd your colleague know that? Okay, do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Oh. Can she describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie?
Can he put Marie on the phone?
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. What was he wearing? Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
How did she know it was a husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Thanks, mate.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man, height 170-75, dark hair, medium build, likes long walks on short piers, and cheap vodka.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Oh, and he likes kebabs.
Any signs of violence?
Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Yeah, stuff.
Any information on the library card?
Yes, we're gonna go check it out.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking it.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Alright.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt sur la Clé in 42.
Okay.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the
Bonfire,
CDC
see you
is
later,
a
man.
military contractor called Crenel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Oh, please. Yes, please.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Alright. Thank you.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Alright, we've got to call her back tomorrow. I think she likes us too, so it's probably good to speak with her tomorrow. Let's go speak to Whirling. Did we have to tell Everett about the dude? No, that's the one about fighting, okay. Alright. Is that Gary?
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Okay.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, man.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
What the frick?
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is
What is
more
he give me some
important.
skull of some spider bird? You never told me you've seen the phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
You don't know how right you are with that sentence.
Ramblings. Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on.
No,
Tell our
no,
friend
it's-
about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
That's quite okay.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Okay, go on.
Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite
Hey,
near,
we just got 10
circa
experience.
20 kilometers from here.
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
You were on a date, hey?
Our first, yes.
And its limbs are white.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
Okay. And how big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
What if it is the case?
No, it's not. Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Thanks for sharing with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one.
Need to tell the dude about stuff.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yeah, nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
The empty trap was one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it
I
somehow.
definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the Reeds.
I don't know. I'm not persuaded.
Why don't you try convincing Morell his hypothesis is invalid?
Thank you for the vote of no confidence, Gary. An officer. I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
I got 15 experience.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
I don't know, but why is Gartz taking 4 days to fix a wing on a bird?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Have you noticed? No, I don't want to. Have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary?
No. No, of course not. Why?
Are you sure?
Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up. I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
Thanks for explaining, dude.
Yes?
Let's talk about specific cryptids.
All right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it, since you've offered to help.
Tell me about a cool cryptid, any cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories.
Okay.
Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
Oh, anytime, just ask. I know those critters in and out. Not quite at the level Morell does, but still.
Alright then.
By all means.
Alright, what do we got we can have a look at? That victim's body's ready to go, but we don't know anything about it. We go to apartment 20. We can hand in our tear. We can ask Kuno about thing, but again, that's probably not good. Ask the Kuno. What's this down here? There's something down there. Musty smell of a potato cellar in the spring emanates through the air vent. naval jacket. No suggestion on that one. Inland Empire and one Volition. Ah, okay, the tie is giving us a morale point. So we could put a point in Volition. That's the tie that Lena gave us. That was nice of her. I wonder if we lose the point, so we're 1 out of 1. If we then put the, if we take, or 1 out of 2, if we take the tie off, can we then put the tie back on to? Could be a little cheeky, but.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekaterina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
It's heavy.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead.
How long is the book anyway?
You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long. Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
Look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
What does she look like?
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
Start reading.
In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows.
Kettle on while we get some voice acting.
The Yugograd riots took place from 27 to 29.
Humpty Dumpty Dumpty.
Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics. These events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugograd Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
What happens next?
It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
Read 10 more pages.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life.
Lost
The
the
man
morale
becomes a
and the health
lens
point.
grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
And the woman?
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one. The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
This is terrible.
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Put the book away. Should ask this lady where apartment 20 is.
Give me a moment.
I'm looking for Billy Majon. Do you know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Majons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Thank you. Hypno-gamma. Oh, it's healing. 3 morale heals. Oh, so the 3 morale heal actually gives you charges. I was wondering about that with the meds at the chemist.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
Oh, we're at 70. I didn't see what happened. Did we get 1 or 2 there? What are we at now? 70.
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers
2
retains
real every time
the
you get one.
ability
That's
to
a lot of
evoke
money.
hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Okay, it's this picture here.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Huh? Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses. They should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart.
Thanks.
The price of idealism, unrestrained by humanism. Never again.
Okay, so you usually get 1 lot for the interaction. That's fair. Even though there was a bunch of encyclopedias in it. I'm gonna quickly pour that cup of tea. The kettle finished. Alright, apartment 20 upstairs. We need to come back in like 3 hours to... I wonder if it's this one.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Majon. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
You have some advice?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Okay.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello, who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at Kim first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Is this Burley Mijon's home? This is the police. Please open the door. The police! A moment, please. Give us a moment. You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up, nervously.
And she unlocks the door. Come in. The door is open. Window covered in old newspaper. Because they don't have curtains. Empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. Same brand as one we found on the trash can next to the deceased. Excuse me, I'm just going to snoop around your house first. Leftovers, smells like buckwheat and onion. Humanitarian macaronis. Oh, they're poor. Children's height charts. Simple mathematics. Contemporary pop stars and a clock.
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Oh, yeah, it's her. Okay. Oh.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. Condensation from stepping inside.
It's not about the cockatoo.
She just nods. Keep it together. Your body language shouldn't give it away.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble.
Victor.
So, how can I help you?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
I remember you mentioned them at the bookstand.
Mm-hmm. They came home later. They're good girls.
Where is everybody? I don't see anyone.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
Out where?
He has a problem with drinking. And so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the box drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
Do you remember what he was wearing when you last saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Can you describe it?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
About the lining?
Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
What's the name of the library?
Oh, it's in Jamrock. The one at Mayrow Street. I don't know the official name.
Central Jamrock Public Library?
I think, yes, if that's the one on Mayrow.
It is.
What was he supposed to do there?
Just to return a book of mine. Why?
Was it The Glinting Curve
Why
by
all
M.
those
Thibault?
questions, Detective?
What was the name of the book?
I think it was Thibault's The Glinting Curve. It was pretty good.
Okay. Do you think he made it to the library?
No. I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home.
Ah, man.
It shouldn't be long from now.
She folds her hands across her chest.
There we go.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Alright, here we go. Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mijon, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It's still early to say, but first glance seems like he slipped into his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet, but we'll let you know when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold.
Yeah, pretty much.
How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Here, take this.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
Unreal.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Yeah, I agree. Take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you.
Very
Thank you
sorry,
for
man.
telling me.
We should step outside and talk.
I think we handled that okay. Kim's gonna be angry we gave away his handkerchief.
You did well.
Could have done more.
You did enough. Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
Anyway, I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
That's it?
That's it.
All
We
right,
should
then.
get... Let's go.
We didn't get many tasks on Wednesday. Oh, we got a few and we did them, though. No, not really. We've done more of the Monday tasks. Wow, yeah. And there's still a fair few of those. We didn't choose... Wednesday's looking to be a pretty dud day. A lot of talk. Let's go with a lot of talking. After 2100. Okay. Go out this way. There's like that little area out the back we can't quite get into. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a door behind the termite that I don't want to roll off against. wonder if that dude's in there.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
Huh. Because I'm curious, I want to. We've got 2 morale points. I'm gonna take the necklace off and see what happens. Oh, you have to heal yourself. Oh, we just healed ourselves. Ooh. So it's like a temporary one. Not only can you not be tricky with it, but you get punished for. You could potentially get punished for trying. Hey man without hair. We've got a bonus morale point at Z. It's from a necklace we got. So that's helping. But yeah, we're at the stage, I think like you were saying, that we're looking at ways of passing time.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Got any smokes
What's
on
up? Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
6 to 8 slots high.
Hey, isn't he, like, smoking right now?
Sure you smoke. You're
The
smoking
smell
right now.
is in the air.
Okay. But this is my last one. And it's a bad habit. You should quit before both of us have lung cancer.
Duh. Whatever. Still got this talk to the strike breaker.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a button?
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
Stuff up here that I want. Or at least want to try to get. He's going to walk to this section and just look at the wall, right? I wonder if you can get there from up on top of the whirling rags. Oh, I was in mid-thought earlier, and I think I started to vocalize mid-thought. I bought singular, like larger amounts of singular, which costs more drugs from the thing, because I didn't know if the large one, it says like 3 heals. I didn't know if it heals 3 spots each use, but I think it just gives you 3 individual charges by the looks of things. Because we found one that contains 3, and it boosted our like morale meter up to 9. Hey, you in there yet?
The door is closed.
I didn't need to test it. Instead of buying one that was worth 3, we found one in the like in a findy hole spot, and it just boosted us from 6 to 9. That's right. Do you want to make... It's the best botch pickup line. It's like this person here. Is that her? Okay. Somehow, is there a roof to be gotten onto? Like there's like another floor inside. Sound of melting snow dripping off the roof is strange. No, he's just going to walk around from there and look from the outside.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Okay, hang on. I think we can get our perception up higher, maybe. Okay, if we put that on. Well, +2 to encyclopedia could be good though.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
You fought Measurehead, did you? Nice.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Yeah, let's. Alright, now I gotta wonder if I want to have... See, I kind of want to have more encyclopedia now, because that gives me experience, right? But +2 to logic could be good for rolls. But you know what's good for rolls? Just naturally having high points, because you gain like heaps of bonus points from having high encyclopedia and getting encyclopedia points. But +2 logic, man. Encyclopedia is 9. No, like my roll was like 50% at one stage. I'm like, I don't want to roll that. Look at these. I'm going to get 10 cents from each of these bubbles. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky
this is where
air.
the dude gets the locusts.
The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you are on the way to solving the case. The missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Wait, could this mean the Insulindian phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locusts points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. Instead, it was a kid's prank. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction.
Yeah, we should tell Morel.
You knew the bug was nowhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
Of course, I'll leave that to you. You seem to have a handle on the phasmid trap insect situation.
Cured pig's head. Silver plate with traces of bone, yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Poster says, get out of the way, I'll get... Huh. The doorway's going to collapse soon. I wonder if we can get through here this way. So you can get up to here, but you've got no way of getting... So there's no jump option from here. So you can only get sort of... Technically you're in the industrial harbour area. But you can't sort of get out from there. Trying to keep up with the real jokes. Who said maths can't also be funny? I think pretty much everyone. Except for that one joke on The Simpsons where the answer is RDRR.
Yes?
No.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Push the panels aside.
And then what? You fucking there. You fucking Kuno's kingdom.
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
Found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam! Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point at your head. Shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Let's talk about your shack again.
The fuck do you want with it?
I don't know.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and... Kuno doesn't fucking care.
There was something we need to ask him to do. Maybe I wonder if he'll talk to us now that we ask Kuno about the armor.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
Allowed to ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed!
So you would say the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Let's go to the body maybe to get the armor?
Fuck about it.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Wait, what do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Wait, okay.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah? That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean, the troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
I think that's the one down south that's selling stuff?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Manana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
You're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Yeah, I'll take your pity. Hey, PJ, how you doing, man?
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or
there are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
It's a bruise. It's like the ones with the stones, man.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, so we go see Manana about the stuff, right? The armor. And the missing insects cage. We should tell Morel about that. That was a nice little tidbit. Alright, we'll go see Morel. Manana the one without hair? Is Manana the one down the bottom with the couple shop items? Or is he the one that's up halfway up the stairs to the door?
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
I found the locust in a nearby shack. A kid called Kuno's built a city of them.
What the devil is a Kuno? Why would he be making a city of bugs?
The union guy Manana. Is that the one that's up halfway up the stairs? Or is it the dude that's down the bottom selling stuff?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Think it's a Spanish guy? Okay. I'll talk to him and ask him to stop taking them.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know if the kids can stop hampering us. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
You only have that feeling because the kids have been... Never
Well,
mind.
I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still be hiding something. After he's left, it's too late.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Yeah, you talking to me, says call me mañana, which means call me tomorrow, yeah.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Gary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
I'll get going.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Okay, we're not going to roll on him at 42. I wonder what that roll is. Gary. Composure. We're not going to get composure points anyway. Alright, go speak to Kuno. Ask him nicely to leave the stuff alone. Leave the stuff alone. He'll tell us where to go and what we can do with ourselves while we're going there.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
Why still locusts? Couldn't you find some other pets?
They're not pets. Don't you know what locusts are? When they come out of the fucking sky. Fucking descendant shit.
Stop!
She wails by the fence, covers her
You
eyes.
stop. It's like they're night. Locusts are like this huge shadow.
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the night city he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
So that in there is Night City.
Yeah. Locust City. City of rage. City of lights.
Okay.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way. So surely when you, in this sort of game, when you try to rip the buttons off your shirt and nothing happens, you lose a morale point.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Well, don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
That depends on the choices you make.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
Well, maybe he'll talk to us now.
You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking the locusts from the traps. They're trying to find something important. They're using the locusts as bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first-person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I.
Hey, what are you going to do with the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Hey, what does it mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
Yeah, alright. Enjoy that.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what it is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Poor Kuno. He's just misunderstood, man. Very, very, very misunderstood. Right, they said they'd go away.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
I chatted with the kid. He promised to stop taking the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Huh, okay. Damn it, maybe I can restock it. We've come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
Yeah, but we need to pass another hour and a half.
It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through, as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
These are fresh fractured locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center.
Don't we have a tape? We've got to restock the things, hey? Find the Insulindian phasmid. First restock the trap you left empty before. The trick is to remember which one it is. I remember which one it is. Let's go! Oh, we leveled up, and we can actually take a point somewhere. Unless we can just keep building on this thing forever. No. It's over. No more. Okay. What do we actually want to take? Extra logic point. Oh, rhetoric. I'm gonna get this visual calculus up though, right? I think at 9 we're probably already passing everything. More perception is good too. Let's go perception. Wait, I had 2 points? Master machines, pick locks and pockets. I think 7's where it's at. Let's go with, yeah. Let's hit that one. Shivers. The wind is corralled by the 4-story buildings around this yard. Isn't that nice? I gotta work out how we're gonna wash that dude's jacket. We need him to have a service somewhere. Because old mate's not gonna be smart enough to wash it himself. This way? Yeah, they're this way.
The trap stands empty near the reeds.
Reload the
no
locust
insect sounds or movement around. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Thanks, Kim. Report to Lena back in the whirling. Oh, man. It's almost as bad as a fetch quest, but we still need to kill almost an hour and a half. Like, that really is a long time. When time only moves during dialogue. Lena. There's also that room